Well, if you think about the way that today companies are struggling with margins and with operational costs, they want to improve their margins, they want to reduce their costs, and they want to find additional lines of revenue. So the Internet of Things and applying an IoT strategy for the industry can help companies to realize that and to use better the data that they are collecting. If you think about the amount of silos, data silos that the company have, from financial information and operational information, the key thing is to merge this kind of ecosystems of data and information, and be able to help the customers to see and to build new models, new business models, understanding what's the financial impact of having that asset, providing that data. If you think about one of the ways that can help operation managers to build an IoT strategy is to think about the asset lifecycle management. So if you think about the data that the asset is collecting, and cross that data with the vendors' information that you are getting, or the OEMs that you're getting, and cross that data, collaborative data that you can get, you can the company itself can reduce maintenance costs by seeing the financial impact that they can get. We position ourselves as an enterprise intelligence infrastructure for the company. So we collect all sorts of data from all type of assets and control systems on premise, and then we can use secure connections from on-prem to the cloud. And we have some customers that are using that model and that approach. And with secure connections to the cloud, they perform the analytics of that data. They build solutions to provide data value and all of the benefits that the customer wants to have and needs to have to improve their margin costs. If we think about the number of companies that they are looking for a predictive maintenance approach, think about how can they use their data to increase margins or to reduce maintenance costs. We have a couple of examples that can show the impact that the data brought into the companies. It's the data that they are collecting and the quality of data that they are collecting, and what's the compelling event they need to build, or the business case they need to build to have that data and to use that data for. So that's one of the ways that we're helping customers to see the value of the data they're gathering and collecting, because they can make a lot of good decisions if they have the right data in their hands on the right time. The data that the customers are collecting, they can see value, they can extract value from the data that they have today. But if companies want to increase their margins, increase their profit, or reduce operational costs, they need to see exactly what data they are collecting and what changes they need to implement on their organizations in terms of acquiring new devices or implementing new business models, trying to understand how can I implement an asset lifecycle management business model in my company, or how can I integrate operational data with financial data. So it is important, and I believe that companies are looking into the IoT strategies for this year. From my perspective, there's no risk for implementing an IoT. It's a strategy. It's not something that we can turn on and turn off, but it's something that the companies need to think or rethink the way they are collecting and using that data they are gathering. So it's not a matter of it's a risk, but it needs to be planned.